Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Real Talk with ZTS, where we, as brothers, search for ways to share our voices while having a good time just talking, having those real talk conversations, our shared experiences, and reacting to random topics and articles. As we always say, we all have something to share, and we look forward to sharing and building that community of stories that we can all relate to. Now enjoy the episode.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Not much. It's Monday, right?
Bro, I don't know what day it is. I'll be honest. I work the weekend, so I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Jeez. No, man. How was it today? Seeing light at the end of the tunnel, or is it just busier and busier weeks to come?
Light at the end of the tunnel for sure. I mean, our summer season's almost over. I was gonna say next week. Next week is not the end, but the 30th, I think, is technically my last like big camp. And then it just goes back to being like events on campus.
Yeah.
So it's, one-off events that could or be 2 days or just 1 day or mostly 1 day stuff. But yeah, this the camp stuff coming to an end. So
Good.
halfway through this week already. Well, I say halfway, but it's only been like 2 days, I guess. Technically, almost halfway. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, next week we have 600 cheerleaders on campus. So
Jeez.
I just got to get through. That's the one hurdle. And then we're good.
Yeah. It's good to know, man. It's almost there.
Almost. You're
gonna look back on this and be like, look at all the shit I went through this summer.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. Well, keep it short and sweet tonight. Since Dustin won't be on, he is on a family trip. And so we're missing him, wishing him a good time. And hey, as always, I saved a couple, there's some cool articles that I wanted to share, but I think it would be perfect to save it for next week when we meet with Dustin. So keep it short, and it's the sports news.
For sure.
Let's jump right into it. First one, the Euro Championship and then the Copa America Championship. Forget the Euros. No one watched that. That was boring. Congrats to Spain. They won. Even though I know I hyped up the 16-year-old Lamine Yamal. I think I got that name wrong. Yeah, it sounds about right. Lamine Yamal. Even though Spain won 2-1, whatever. No one watched that shit. Copa America, though, King Messi versus Colombia. Did you hear about all the? I ended up watching it late because I watched maybe the half of Spain, England, got bored, turned it off because I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna watch the highlights later on YouTube. Because I didn't know that Caitlin Clark and the Fever were playing at the same time. So I was like, that's a way better game. So I ended up watching that whole game. But it played at 4:30 and, West Coast time, in Argentina, Colombia was at 5 p.m. So I was like, perfect, because I have it on DVR. Once I finish the Fever game, I don't need to watch commercials. I could fast forward the Argentina game. So I didn't know all the shit that was happening pre-game. I didn't know that it was delayed for almost close to 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Because of the security breach. Yeah,
man. People were
What'd you think
crawling
about
through
that, man?
vents, bro.
Dude, I did not know that until after the game, because as soon as I went on the game, I just fast forwarded to the action right when it started, watched the whole game, skipped the commercials, skipped the halftime. So I didn't even pay attention to this until after the fact.
Yeah.
And then after the fact, it was like, whoa, like they literally said, I don't know how many people they kicked out, but or even they tried to kick out, but apparently it got so bad. And the people who are the security and the people who are scanning the tickets were so worried that they were going to get stampeded on, that they just stopped scanning tickets and just let everyone go in. And they were saying at one point there was maybe about 7,000 people inside the stadium without tickets.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was insane. Like I don't know how you even like how do you deal
Yeah.
with that? I mean, obviously you saw how they dealt with it, but it's just like that's crazy. Like how the
Yeah.
heck? And like did you I don't know if you saw the aftermath too. They're just like the
No,
damage
what
that they
happened?
did to that place.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like the
Dude,
escalators all shattered and I'm like, dude, what the heck?
dude, like
It's crazy. Even the what the Colombian president or whatever.
was he there too?
Yeah, I think so. Was it Colombia? Because he it was Colombia and Argentina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, I was like, I'm pretty sure those were the two teams. Did I say the wrong president? No, apparently him and his son got arrested.
What? Like
Yeah,
maybe he was trying to fight off
but
some
I
fans.
have no idea. There was like 20 some. Well, I mean, amongst 20 people that got
Yeah,
arrested, but
yeah.
there's a lot of things.
Dude, man. What was it? Tangent a little bit. You follow soccer as much as I do, right? Like we're not like um you know diehard fans, but we follow the news and watch enough to like recognize some names. Um,
I mean, I follow my premier teams, but
right. So you know enough though, but you know enough of like the few star players here and there. Like you know enough, right? You're not a diehard. Well, hear me out, because I was tripping a little bit. I had to Google it and it blew my mind. All right, so are you familiar with I think he's still on Manchester United or maybe he's on a different team, but Colombia star James Rodriguez.
yeah.
Okay. So I recognize his name for a while too. I don't really follow him that much. I know that he's like one of the best Colombian players ever for the country. And he plays, I think he used to play for Man U, maybe he's still there. I don't know, but he's still pretty big. And it's been a while since I followed Colombia, and Colombia has kind of fell off in the previous World Cup years, you know? And and then I found out during this last Copa America championship, he's only 33, like our age. And I
Hmm.
was like, whoa, I thought he was much older than that. Um, because I remember there was a time a few World Cups back um where I remember there was two young teams up and coming, two young World Cup teams up and coming. And it was Colombia and it was Russia. And I was like, I was pretty hyped for them because I was like, yeah, that's the underdogs. Like I wanted to watch the young Colombia and Russia, and they both did pretty good in that whatever World Cup, and then they kind of fizzled out, right? And in my
Yeah.
head, so follow along. In my head, I was like, okay, I remember hearing about that young Colombian team, especially James Rodriguez was leading at the time. But I was like, this had to be like early 2010s World Cup. I was like, like like it had to be because I thought James Rodriguez was that old. And when I found out he was only 33, I was like, no, that's crazy. Turns out that this World Cup that I'm talking about was just in 2018. And I was like, that blew my mind because I don't know about you, but you know what I'm talking about, right? There was a time when James Rodriguez was just making a huge name for himself, and Colombia was like this young up and coming World Cup team. And it was during that World Cup. Like, did you do you remember any of this? Or am I the only one?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like
Yeah.
I know who he is, and I
Yeah.
remembered all of this, but I don't know. I just maybe because it was COVID, I don't know. Maybe
Probably,
that just
yeah.
made it seem like it was 25 years ago.
Seriously, dude. Like, I swear we were still like our second, third, some years in college still when James Rodriguez and Colombia were just blowing up. But I mean, besides that, they fizzled out. But I mean, at that time though, they were like, "Whoa, this is the new lineup of stars coming from Colombia, especially led by the way by James Rodriguez." I clearly remember that, and I thought it was like 2014, 2010, but no, it was only in 2018, dude.
Yeah,
But anyways, yeah.
yeah, that's
But
crazy
going
that it's
back,
only been yeah 6
yeah.
years. 6 years?
Going
Yeah.
back, yeah, only 6 years, dude.
It's
But
wild.
anyways, going back to Colombia, you don't blame the holy Argentina fans for starting shit. It has to be Colombia, right? They
Oh,
almost fought.
for sure.
They almost fought Luis Suarez. At the end of the Uruguay game.
Bro, that was insane. Also,
Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, for all Colombian fans listening, I'm just joking, but um, you know, but I'm sure it was the majority of Colombian fans who was trying to break in. 90% of that 7,000 people who got in without tickets were Colombians. No, just joking. But no, what do you think, man? Like, a lot of people are like saying this is dangerous for the U.S. Not dangerous in a human life perspective, but figuratively dangerous in a political perspective of like how this would impact the U.S. hosting 2026 World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Say it one more time.
No, the 2026 World Cup, like people are saying that this is like, you know, this is not a good look for US. I don't know. Is Miami even one of the host cities? I feel like it is. It has to be.
Miami?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know, but I was reading a bunch of stuff. I heard that they were even undersized for a typical final. So I don't know if Miami is going to be um one of the places because
yep,
they were
Miami.
comparing to like European Spain stadiums that had like, finals typically are hosted with a capacity of like 80, 85,000. And so the capacity at Miami was only like 65.
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, and that's why there's so much damage too. It's crazy. But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Miami, New York / New Jersey, Philadelphia, the San Francisco Bay Area, and
Mhm.
Seattle.
Yeah. Seattle, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best within my financial means to take me, my brother, my dad to go to at least one
Uh,
game.
I would love to fly back up just to say that I was able to watch a World
Dude,
Cup
let's
match
do it,
in
man.
Seattle. Hey,
Let's do it,
I'm
dude.
down. I'm
All
down.
right. Like,
Uh,
let's try to get because like me, I'm someone who prefers like really good seats, but I know it's gonna be so expensive that I might not even care. I might even just
yeah,
do nosebleeds, you know. So not saying that you do nosebleeds, but I'm just saying like,
bro, I don't care. I don't
like
care if I'm in the
yeah,
last fucking row of
yeah.
wherever the. I mean, it was
I
like one
don't
of those
care if I'm
things.
in the rafters,
Yeah, yeah. Just hang me from a suspension wire up there. That's
Yeah.
fine. Nah, man. I
No,
mean,
but dude, let's plan for it.
yeah.
I'm
I
down.
mean, it was one of those things when Seattle hosted like an MLS Cup. Like that's
Hmm.
the biggest stage for the MLS. It's nothing compared to the World Cup or anything like
Right, right,
that,
right.
or even the Euro League, but
Hmm.
or the Euros or Copa America, all that stuff. But when they hosted, I didn't care where I sat, honestly. We
Yeah.
got tickets and I was just like, I don't care where the hell I am. I just want to be in the stadium. Don't
Right.
matter because I'm just like I want to see the Sounders win a championship at home, essentially.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
so I think,
No, dude.
that was cool. I didn't care. I was sitting up, like I mean, you've been to
Hmm.
Lumen,
Hmm.
like where the truck is, where it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
parked up. I was
Yep.
like way the hell up there, almost in the last row. I didn't care.
The good
Um,
thing about CenturyLink, for those who haven't been, I don't know how it is in other stadiums around the country, but yeah, you could be up in the nosebleeds, but the view is so good of the field, you can literally sit anywhere. Now, unless you have bad eyesight, then you may, want to get
yeah,
binoculars, but still overall though, the good thing about soccer is like you technically don't need to be close. You preferably be higher up so you can see the full field and see
yeah,
the game, even the players who don't have the ball in action, right? So,
yeah. So
yeah.
it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Who knows? We may even move back by then. I have no idea.
Right.
This is so
Dude,
far.
well,
This is 2 years from now, but
yeah. When tickets drop, man, let's
bro, no,
let's
no,
do
I'm
it.
I'm
Let's
down.
plan around it together.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, yeah, if we're able to do it, awesome. Um, I mean, I would love to see just, a World Cup game in Seattle. That would be dope.
Remember, we
Uh,
talked about this, dude.
oh
When is
yeah.
the next time? Well, at least for our parents, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
especially my
Yeah.
dad. When is the next time he's ever gonna see a World Cup that's not on TV?
Oh no,
I
for
mean,
sure.
I say it as if you've been to a World Cup. When is
Yeah.
he? Yeah, when is he gonna see a World Cup again? This close to home, you
Oh
know?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those
So,
things. Like I definitely want to see a game in Seattle, and I know they're in like the San Francisco area too. I think it's Levi Stadium,
mhm.
which is God, I hate that stadium. But I mean, if I'm able to go to two games, I mean, I
That'd
again
be so
within
cool.
financial
Yeah,
means, it would be
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Um, but
I'm
it
I'm
would be
like,
cool. It would be cool.
yeah, I'm scared about prices, but like I'm scared that it's gonna be like Super Bowl prices.
Yeah,
Um,
for
but
sure.
if it's anything less than Super Bowl prices, like we're talking about like I would say maybe I don't know, how much were typical Sounder playoff slash championship tickets?
Mm,
Do you recall? I know you had season tickets, but you had first dibs on buying them.
yeah, I'm just
Do
trying to
you
remember.
recall? Just it doesn't have to be exact number. Do you recall like if it was in the 500s to 1,000 range,
Um,
or was it over 1,000 per person?
mm-mm. No, definitely not. It was only like, I mean, for that, for the MLS Cup, it was only,
Yeah, but I
I
felt like
think
the
it was,
MLS Cup when it was hosted in Seattle, there wasn't really a big boom for soccer in
yeah,
the
I
US
mean,
yet.
I think it, well, yeah, I mean, Seattle's more, it's more of a soccer town than a lot of places.
Right, right.
So I mean, the tickets, I think spent like 250 on a
Okay.
ticket, which isn't horrible, obviously.
I'm hoping at worst case scenario, so taking that price, how many years ago was that when you went to the MLS Cup?
2020,
Oh,
2019.
okay, shoot. Oh shit, that wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah, 2019.
But take inflation into account, your
Yeah.
tickets were probably some 300 some bucks.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I'm willing to spend, um we'll probably revisit this as it gets closer, but I'm willing to spend four times that amount per person.
Yeah.
Because
I know.
that's still less than Super Bowl prices. Super Bowl
Oh yeah,
prices,
for
we're
sure.
talking
Yeah.
about like
I think
5K per person or something like
oh
that.
yeah, no. I mean like if you can get a ticket under 1500, like
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
For an experience like this too, where you're rarely gonna have a World Cup again unless you travel more
Yeah, if you
often to those
travel,
places.
then you might be able
Yeah.
to do something like that.
Yeah.
Um that I mean, I think that would be cool too, just traveling to another country
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
watching the World
Yeah.
Cup game because,
That would be pretty cool.
I think that's that would be the cool thing actually. Going to
Yeah.
a stadium that's like, can you imagine like Wembley or something and you're just like
Oh, hell yeah.
this is fucking crazy. But it's
I
great.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, that's one of the places I definitely want to go, obviously. But I digress. It would be cool to go to something. I'm just interested to see, like, obviously the finales. I think it's in MetLife.
That makes
Um,
sense.
yeah, but that I mean that's just going to be crazy, anyways. But
Hmm.
yeah, if it's reasonable, like I would love to go. It's just like like I want to go to a World Series game too. You know what I mean?
Right,
Not
right.
to scale, but like World Series is up there too. And I just remember when the Astros and the Dodgers were playing, and I was in LA, and it was like Game 6 or Game 7. Um, I nearly considered going to a game, buying tickets. It was the seventh inning. I would have only seen two innings, but
Yeah.
those tickets were still like $680 or something. And I'm like, damn, because I
Yeah.
because I thought about going because I was like, this would be dope because
Well,
I'm gonna see someone host a trophy. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I'm looking at the map. So if we don't get any tickets to Seattle, Vancouver is another spot.
Yeah,
And Vancouver, Canada.
yeah.
And I have my god family is in Houston. So that's another place I might consider do like a quick like vacation because I haven't visited them yet, and then go to see a game at Houston at the same time, if I had to. Um, let's see.
Yeah, because that would be super cool. Like I said, if I can get something in the Bay Area, that'd be cool too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Trying to think like where.
I'm looking at yeah. You got San Francisco Bay Area and then LA SoFi. It's also hosting.
I heard SoFi is pulling out though because they're not
Oh, are
willing to
they?
change the turf
Oh yeah,
to grass.
yeah. Well, this is an old article from January this year, so
Yeah, I heard that was. Like that was supposed to, or they were talking about pulling out. I know there's a couple of Mexican sites in Mexico,
Yeah,
so that'd be cool. I'm trying to think, where are they doing it in Dallas?
I'm reading a Reddit. Um,
Dallas is what, Cowboy Stadium?
yeah, that would
It,
be a
ha-
nice stadium
it
too.
would have to be, right? Because that's like the biggest venue in Dallas.
Let me see.
I'd imagine so.
Dallas is hosting. Yeah.
Uh, Kansas
Uh,
City would probably be
Kansas City is
Arrowhead.
another host. Yeah. I'm reading these. Let me see. Well, a lot of people saying it could be like in the lower hundreds for group stages. Even if we go to a group stage game, that's all I care
Bro, I
about
don't
too.
care. I will
Yeah.
say that like I went to a World Cup game. It's a group stage.
Yeah.
I don't care. I saw two
Exactly.
teams that I probably don't even
But
care about.
now this is an old post from 5 months ago, and it's just talking about how to prepare and for the World Cup in 2026. And some people are saying that they're expecting this to be the prices is like at least around $200 to $500 for group stages, and then a little over 1,000 for the finals.
Mhm.
Shoot, um, like I don't think I think personally I don't think I'm gonna travel for anywhere. But if Seattle hosts at least a one knockout stage game, I'm paying $1,000 to go see that. I think that's worth it. We'll go to the group stages, especially if it's like under $500.
Oh
And
yeah,
then if
absolutely.
they host a knockout game in
Yeah.
Seattle,
I
I'm going.
think I think Seattle technically I think they have four group stage matches. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I had to look at my work phone because I got a message.
Oh no.
But I think they have four group stage matches of one of the groupings. I think they have a one match in the round of 32 and one match in the round of 16.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay,
and then it
okay.
goes to semis to wherever. I don't know what stadiums are hosting the semis. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I have no idea which ones.
Here,
I
someone
know
gave
I
a
know MetLife is
good.
hosting the final, but not necessarily the semis. I I would imagine Miami would host one of the. Maybe they. I think Miami hosts maybe the third place game
Yeah.
or
Okay, so
something
check
like
this
that.
out. Let me see. So so there's different categories of tickets. And category 1 through 4, I think they're like different phases of tickets to be sold.
Yeah,
Typically, category 4 is reserved for residents. I don't know if that they mean U.S. residents or specific residents to the city.
I would
Um,
imagine
but
residents of the city,
but
right?
check this out. So this is based on the last World Cup in Qatar.
Mhm.
So group matches from category 1. I'm guessing category 1's like the first thing they sell, like the good seats.
Yeah,
They were around $220 a seat on
that's
average.
not bad.
Yeah. And then it goes all the way down to category 4, which was about $11 a ticket. Um, but this is just based on Qatar prices.
I was
Obviously,
gonna say,
US
but
is
yeah, I
probably
was gonna say
higher.
that's Qatar
Yeah.
though. I don't know
Yeah.
about
So but this is in US dollars though. So this is um and then and then obviously it goes up. So for example, the round of 16 was roughly 275 average. Quarterfinals went up almost double. It was 426. Semifinals went up to 956. Third, fourth places dropped. It dropped to about back to quarterfinals level, which is $400. And then
Mhm.
the final was 1,600 on
Okay.
average. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if we can get hands on a cheaper ticket for the group stage, that's fine.
yeah,
But
yeah,
everyone's gonna be fucking scalping and all that stuff.
yeah.
So it's like,
Oh yeah, that's the worst part.
that's
So
the
that's why
worst
I'm
part.
guessing they have all these categories to
Yeah,
try to stop
yeah,
the
and I
scalpers,
know,
maybe.
and I believe there was a. It sucks that we did move away because we obviously gave up our season tickets to the Sounders. But I
Mhm.
know I think you get put in a lottery system, or you had some sort of priority to a grouping of tickets
Yeah.
for like season ticket holders. But I just can't
Oh, that
remember.
would be nice. We should
Yeah,
do
that
that
would be
then.
dope.
We should get a group going.
Yeah, quick, quick,
If we can do that, if we could get a group going, that would be nice.
quick.
And
Sign up
like,
for season tickets next year, man. 6 tickets.
shit. Yeah. Anyways, I'm excited for that. That would be something to look forward to. Anyways, last article at night. This is not really an article. This is like a personal anecdote. Um, I am one of the strong few that finally deleted Twitter, right? I told you about that a while ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't do Twitter anymore. I'm on Reddit, the app. And because before I wasn't on the app, I was just on, just on the website, like,
Yeah.
or I Google something if I
Well,
need
see,
it.
now
But
you'll get the year end. Well, you have to have an account on the app, but um, now you'll have the year end breakdown of how
or
many
in
how
Reddit.
many bananas you've scrolled.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I probably have a lot because this I'm loving reading on Reddit, dude. It's just I'm struggling to find like more and more better accounts. I don't like how sometimes it's not as organized, because when you
Yeah,
follow certain subreddits, it's just all over the place. And
yeah,
so that's probably the worst doom scrolling I ever experienced in my life. And usually I don't have bad doom scrolling, but now I'm just like doom scrolling. And so that's why I try to like limit how much I sub to as well, because it's like, oh, yeah, that's a cool sub, but I don't want to be bombarded with all that. But
mm,
anyways, so so I'm on Reddit. The only other social media account I have is Instagram, and it's just memes and stuff that we send each other and each
yeah,
other, family and friends. Me, I haven't posted in like 2010s. The post from the wedding doesn't count because apparently you can collaborate. When someone creates a post and then like it automatically posts. So when Vanessa did our wedding stuff, I collaborated. So that was like my first post in like
yeah,
10, 15 years, but that doesn't really count. Um,
yeah. You were
but
just
anyways,
you just had the tag and all that stuff.
exactly. But I got suckered into finally downloading Threads because
Oh, threads.
you know how
Nice.
like when you scroll through Instagram, they'll always
Yeah,
have like that like oh, here's some accounts you should follow on Threads, and then I'm
yeah,
like, no, I ain't downloading Threads. But then like there would be always interesting as like I don't know what you call them. They're not tweets, right? Because it's
yeah, yeah,
Twitter, but you know what I mean, like posts.
yeah, yeah.
But
Posts.
then but then sometimes if it's a long post, you can't read the whole thing. You
Yeah,
have to
so you have
download
to
the
click.
app.
You have to click into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so part of me is like, nah, I ain't downloading the app. But a while ago, there was like a really good story. I was like, fuck it, let me just download it. And honestly, it's so easy because you could click on it, and it automatically opens up the app, There's no like weird loading up. So I have the Threads app. However, I do have some personal gripe about Threads that is supposed to be replacement of Twitter or X, but yeah. So hear me out. I wrote down three annoyances that I have of Threads. Are you on Threads?
Yeah, I'm on threads.
Okay, so I don't know how much you go on Threads, but here's the three things that I've been from my experience so far, and I literally downloaded like a couple of days ago. Um, a bunch of airplane stories, so much airplane
Airplane
stories.
stories? Oh,
Maybe it's
interesting.
maybe it's based on my own,
Yeah,
I don't know,
what do you
search
look at?
history, but like
What are you looking at?
like
Were you looking at all
yeah.
the Boeing articles when
No,
talking about
no,
topics?
no. Hear me out. The airplane stories are about like um seats horror stories, like I'm sitting in the wrong seat and someone confronts me kind of stories. And like every other, like literally one in five, bro, like one in six posts is like a airplane horror story or airplane story. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then another one is like, uh is it just me? But a lot of people on threads are like, a lot of their stories are like incomplete or like incoherent thoughts. Like for example, on Twitter, people are nice enough to give you context, right?
Mm.
But then on threads, it's like what is this, MySpace or like Facebook, where like people would say some shit like, oh, like here's a common one. A lot of people are talking about Etsy and how like Etsy And the sticker meal, the stickers that you buy from.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of people are talking shit about them right now, but
Yeah.
then there's no context. So then you'll have some some celebrity poster who goes, "Oh, I literally post, oh, I don't want to deal with sticker mule after today." And then it's like context for those who don't know, but
Yeah.
then that's all they post. And then they never explain. And there's a lot of people on threads that does this shit. Like there was one that was like that wasn't even like a celebrity post, but they'll say some shit like like I don't know, they try to sound artsy and they'll be like, um, oh, what I do is for me or something like that. I don't know. What I do is none of your business. And it's like what is a subtweet? Like, it's just so weird and annoying. And then third, another like 1/5, 1/6 of my posts are like fake or clickbaity finance tips,
Hmm.
or like where like they'll say some shit like it sounds like sarcasm, but they'll say some shit like, how come we don't talk about this often? Saving $25 a day in a 5% savings account um equals $3 million for the year. And it's like, dude, the math is not mathing. That doesn't make sense. And so like you can tell like, like it feels like a bad comedian post, but then at least on Twitter, it's sarcasm, but then on threads, it's like it's not. And it's like, is this how I haven't been on Facebook in years, but I see all the memes about Facebook posters. Is this what Facebook feels like? You know? But I'll still keep threads only because it seamlessly connects with like Instagram and there are like some sports account I follow and they post on threads, when they talk about the Seahawks and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll keep it for now. If there's another app in the future that I download and I need room on my phone, um, threads would probably be the first one that I'll cut. But I don't have a lot of social media apps, so this works.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it just me? Is it just my search history? Like, do you get that
Maybe.
same
I don't
feeling?
I don't see. I don't know. I mean, I can open it right now. I can tell you
There's it.
my
All right, give me your first two as you open the app. I'm gonna do the same.
first two.
Yeah, first two or three stories.
Um like on the For You page.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I got? I got a Milk and Mocha Bear post. That's cute little, the Milk and Mocha Bears that you guys see.
Yeah. I don't
I
even
have
follow anything.
I have a Poke Emain post where she
Yeah.
was at the gym showing off. And then I have a content creator. Those are the first
Here,
three. And then
I'll
I
tell
have
you my
people like Pokemon and then like the Mariners who are posting pictures at the All-Star game.
yeah. Like a lot of these stories are like fucking incomplete. Like, all right, here's my first four. My first one's about this guy who he's trying to do a spin or a satire of like an interview where like people are like, sell me this pen, right? So he does a dumb story about that. It falls flat. The second one, here goes. It's talking about a flight being canceled because of mechanical issues and how they struggled to rebook it. So there you go, another airplane one. Here's the third one. Got up at 3:30 a.m. to get to the airport for an early flight, only to find out it had been delayed. So there's another airplane story. And then lastly, something about like checking their credit score. Yeah. Anyways,
That's weird. Yeah,
I
and it
download threads for
depends.
the fact that like when they show like the for me on Instagram is when I
Yeah.
click on it when it piques my interest. But a lot of these, man, um, dude, like, anyways, I'll keep the
Yeah.
app for
I
now.
don't know. I
Yeah.
get a lot of like soccer, working out people.
Yeah.
And then I get like baseball, obviously. And then
Yeah.
just like the random people in the algorithm that's like, hey, I like gaming. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Cool. I guess I fall into that category.
Yeah.
But then you also get those just random like people that are like, hi, I'm single and I want to meet friends. So
you should add me. I'm like, what the heck?
That's weird. Like, what is this? Pre-internet?
I
What
know.
is-
You
It
know, it's
was
just like
AIM days.
every
AIM
every
AOL
now
days?
and then, yeah, literally. I was like, every now and then those ones pop up, and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah,
Who are you, and why are
right.
you in my feed? Like, I
Yeah.
want friends. I'm like, okay, well, I can see. And then you click into it because you're interested, and you're like, I wonder what people are saying. And then you have all these like thirst ass people like like
Yeah,
going in there
of
like,
course.
hey girl, I want to be your friend. And I'm like, get out of here, dude. Like this is
Oh
so
my goodness.
like stop. Just
Yeah.
stop.
All right,
Uh,
man. Well, thanks, bro. That's all I got for tonight. Any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Nah, think that's good.
Yeah.
Just no thoughts. It's it's hot. Stay cool, I guess.
Yeah. I'm burning up right now. So yeah, take care of some chores and then just gonna chill by the fan.
Oh yeah, just chill
Yeah.
out. Just stay cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Well, keep talking with each other, keep growing together, keep thinking with each other, keep each other in each other's thoughts. And we'll see y'all next time.